new Fortnite Simpsons season was just leaked and I have all the information for you. We know what the map looks like and which characters are going to be included in the battle pass, so make sure to watch the whole video so you don't miss out. Let's jump into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is that there's an Easter egg right now, a 5% chance, and this is similar to like the King Kong thing that happened. But yeah, Kang and Kodos, who are the aliens in the Simpsons, they can actually spawn around the battle bus in their UFOs and they'll like look around. It's a little bit of an Easter egg. It's kind of freaking cool, and there's only a 5% chance. So let me know if you've ever seen them. I haven't seen them yet, and I've played a ton of games of Fortnite, so they're pretty darn rare. Now I'm going to be flying into a very special location that's going to be just northwest of creepy camps over here. We're gonna grab some weapons first and then go over there, but trust me, you're gonna want to see it. Landing at creepy camps, it looks like Jason Voorhees did spawn here. Let's break this real quick, get some heals. Very nice, very nice. We got the phone booth over here. I'm just gonna transform to Ghostface real fast. There we go. Yep, it's a scream. Okay, I need to find a weapon. That is the spookiest part right now. I have nothing. Oh, some splashes. There we go. Okay, we're in business. We're good to go. Like a shotgun? Yes, I would like a shotgun. I don't know if anybody landed here though. I'm just gonna quickly loot. Oh, somebody did land here. Did someone just RPG Jason Voorhees? Oh, they did. Bang, and they're down. All right, so like I was saying, something very special is happening over here. You could see it. We got a cell shaded tree. Now, what could that mean? What could that mean? Well, it started as a little baby tree, and it's been growing and growing and growing. Every day it's changing more and more, and it's actually gonna have a TV that spawns right next to it probably tomorrow, which is gonna have some iconic moments from the Simpsons, some memes if you will. This is Bart's treehouse. Yep, and this is the style that the whole map is going to be the next season, well, mini season. And I'll explain what that is in just a second. But yeah, you can come over here and visit it right now, and you can check out the art style of what's to come. And apparently this might have something to do with the live event, so we'll have to see with that. Okay, I don't know if anyone else landed here, but we got Jason Voorhees just staring at me, walking it backwards. I don't think I have enough bullets to take him down, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I definitely do not have enough bullets. We're gonna have to get some more stuff, but how about if we do headshots only? Honestly, headshots only should do the trick. What the heck? You can just turn into a puff of smoke and jump behind me? Seems OP. All right. Well, I'll take the slurp juice, and I'll take the high stakes shotgun. And honestly, we're chilling. We're vibing. Now, here's something I want to explain to you. So if you didn't know, Chapter 6 and this current season of Fortnite, they're going to be ending, okay? And it's going to end with a big bang, a live event, which should happen probably on November 1st. Some people are speculating if it'll happen the day before. I highly don't think so. You want to know why? Because the day before it's Halloween. Why the heck would Fortnite host a live event on Halloween? Doesn't make any sense. I feel like they would have a record low turnout. You know, it just wouldn't be a good thing. So let's just call it November 1st, and apparently we're gonna have the live event, and then right after the live event we'll go into downtime, and then we'll be up with the Simpsons mini season. You can probably play it that same day, which is very, very exciting. Now, if you haven't experienced a mini season before in Fortnite, don't worry, I got you covered. The last one, and honestly the first one that we ever had, was a Star Wars mini season. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Wow, what did that guy hit me with? Give me every shot with that OXR. That's insane. And in that mini season, it was a month long. We had its own battle pass. We had new locations added into Fortnite, and everything was themed Star Wars. It was actually pretty cool, and I had a lot of fun during it, and it lasted just long enough where you know, I was excited to see it go. Now they're going to be doing the same thing, but this time around it's actually a lot different, because it is going to be a month long, and then we'll get into chapter 7. But this time around we are getting a brand new map. So this chapter 6 map, which I actually think was really, really great, it is going to be gone. You're no longer going to be able to play it, maybe ever, unless maybe in like 15 years when they do a chapter 6 OG map. I don't know, but just cherish this, because you only have a week of this map left, which honestly, I've enjoyed my time on the map, but I'm excited for a new one. And I'm really excited for the Simpsons map. And if you didn't know, I'm actually a huge Simpsons fan. I actually love the Simpsons, and I haven't watched it in many years, but I watched basically every episode ever growing up, and I thought the show was always a blast. So the fact that it's coming to Fortnite is pretty darn sweet, if you ask me. But yeah, two major things were leaked. We got the key art and we got the map. Now the key art is kind of crazy. We'll go over that in a second, but let's start with the map. And yeah, look at this thing. It looks awesome. It also looks really tiny when you look at it. So I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, wait, that's not the battle royale map, is it? That's got to be a reload map. No, it's the battle royale map. And I'll explain to you why I think that's a good thing. I think having a smaller map will promote faster and more fun games, and you can get into games faster and keep trying it out and trying new things and trying new items. I think they've probably found throughout Fortnite that games are lasting a little bit too long, and I agree, because usually the last 5-10 minutes of the game for me now is like finding one person that's hiding forever. So if they can make the map smaller and, you know, switch up the storms a little bit, which is kind of getting into the reload territory, but still, I think it's a W change, at least something that we should be open to trying out for just a month with the Simpsons season. Now, there is no named locations on this map just because it was leaked, but by my count, there's about 8 named locations. And if you're a Simpsons fan, you can go ahead and, you know, just eyeball like 3 or 4 of them right off the bat. So we got the Springfield power plant. That's where Homer works and a bunch of crazy stuff goes down. We should have a lot of fun times there. And I do wonder if Steamy Stacks was based off of that. Honestly, you gotta think that there was some inspo there, right? What are we doing here, buddy? Ooh, oh my gosh, I'm hitting like a choo train, bro. A truck. My loot's pretty darn decent. Oh my, a gold bug blaster. I might have to use that. It's actually straight up busted. And like, yeah, how do you even find a gold one? I don't know. And I was just thinking about it. This season has changed so much that I forgot it's even the same season as all the bug stuff. I think it ended up better than it started for sure. So W Fortnite for listening to the community and all that. But anyway, let's focus up here. There are some other locations that I noticed. So we got the town of Springfield, which is of course where the Simpsons live. Bart, Homer, all the good people there, Marge, Lisa. So you should be able to visit the iconic Simpsons house. I pretty much guarantee it. Like, I can just think in my brain, like, yeah, I don't have confirmation, but I'm going to confirm that their house is in the game. All right. Now, to the east of that, I believe that's going to be the Springfield Gorge. Now, there was an episode where Homer jumps over the gorge on a skateboard, and that was honestly one of the funniest episodes ever. And now we're going to be able to do that with the Batmobile or whatever car you want, which is pretty crazy. And then there's a bunch of other areas. If I just thought about it, I'd probably be able to name a couple more, but we know there's at least 8 named locations. So I'm definitely looking forward to the map. I mean, I'm curious, if you never watched The Simpsons, what do you think of the map, the size and all that? And if you have watched The Simpsons, I do want to know your opinion. What do you think of it? So let me know in the comments and just give me some context behind your answer as well. Okay, I have loaded up with some good gear here. Where's everybody at? I want to fight. I want to punch. Now, you might think looking at the map, that's the biggest leak you got, right, TG? Nope. The bigger one would be the key art, honestly. That's what I think. And I'm going to say it's kind of sad that all this stuff's leaked. The cat's already out of the bag, so I'm not going to go ahead and not report on it, because I think you guys should know about it, especially if you're interested. But the team at Fortnite and the people who work on Simpsons work so hard on this stuff, and then it gets leaked. It kind of sucks. Like, I wish Fortnite was able to kind of just leak it on their own accord, you know? Or reveal it on their own accord, rather. No, don't leave. He's dodging them. Oh my gosh, why is he just so good at running? He's probably gonna get into that sports car. Ooh. I am slamming. $47 white. Why is everybody running? Okay, well, here is the Simpsons key art, and it looks awesome. We're in the streets of Springfield. We got a bunch of different skins. We got Homer, Marge, we got Bart, who's in like a mech suit similar to how Morty was. We got Krusty the Clown, Ned Flanders. We've got Moe. We've got a Peely Homer skin. What the heck is that? Don't do that, okay? You're scaring me, man. Don't do that. I'm hiding in this cone for a second. We also got Lisa, who's also in a mech suit similar to Bart. There's also going to be Scratchy that's confirmed. We have the fish that's in Fortnite, but it's got 3 eyes like the radioactive fish from The Simpsons. And then again, we got Peely Homer, which is, honestly, it's an iconic matchup. We also got Homer's car, which you can see over there. I'm sure you'll be able to buy that. And you see that UFO flying around? That is Kang and Kudos, or Kodos. I don't remember how to pronounce the name. So it looks like, at the very least, you'll be able to use that as a glider. It looks like maybe donuts are falling out of the sky. But yeah, let me just say, this image hyped me up. Like, it looks so good. Now, one thing that might be shocking to you is that it is confirmed that the whole thing is going to be like cell shaded. Oh wow, which means it's gonna have that art style. It looks like a cartoon. Oh my, I told you this thing's insane. It's gonna look like the tree, as I mentioned before. So just a heads up. That's a lot for me. Like, I like the Fortnite art style and the way it looks like here. I don't really like using the skins to art style shaded, so it might be a little bit of a, not learning curve, but it'll take me some time to adjust for sure. But I think they'll do a great job of it. They always do. And they're not gonna release anything that's like half, you know? Okay, we got 3 people left. Are we gonna win this game? I think so. Let's close this thing up. I don't want anyone to get any good loot like this lead splitter. Now, in terms of weapons, we don't actually see much from this image, but what we do see is the Scar and the Thunder shotgun, which means they are coming back. Now, those are both W weapons. I'm looking forward to that, but also what I'm looking forward to is what I'm going to speculate here on, which is, you see that remote in Homer's hand? I believe that is ooh. Okay, this guy's so hurt. I believe that's going to be some sort of item that you use to go ahead and got him. Sorry, I couldn't concentrate. I was just trying to jump into that guy's box. But I believe that's an item that can be used either to like rewind time or to like slow down time. We've kind of got a preview of it with the other season where you could go ahead and use revolvers to kind of slow down time. I think people really enjoyed that item, and I think it'd be a shame if we didn't see more things similar to that. So this guy's stuck now. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I hit him so hard. Bart is also holding the infamous drink from Simpsons, which is I believe it's called the Super Squishy. It's kind of just like a Slurpee drink, and I can see it being like a crazy healing item that you'd use. Besides that, there's a bunch of gliders, pickaxes, and other things that you could see. Again, as a Simpsons fan, this key art has me properly hyped up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, where did Ruby Dooby Doo go? Where's Scooby, bro? Honestly, don't know. Oh gosh, there he is. Stop trying to snipe me. Okay, he definitely has a broomstick. $50 on him. And on his head. 70. Bang! Let's go, Scooby! That's a big old W. The other thing I was going to mention is that there might be a collab with Space Jam coming up, which includes a game mode. So we'll see.